All right, gang, it is David with Sign and Slabbed, and we are back with a mail day. So today, August 15th, and this mail has been coming in over the past week. So I got a little bit lazy in terms of making videos, which those of you who know me, that's not super surprising. But got a couple I'm going to do today, but let's start with mail day. So we will jump straight in. We got, as usual, a little bit of everything. So here we go. First card up, 1998 Upper Deck game jersey, Ken Griffey Jr. This is a card that I am going to look forward to getting signed. I have tried to make a couple deals on autographed ones and just haven't really been able to get the price that I want. So I got this on a pretty good deal on eBay not too long ago and decided that I would just hold on to it, wait for the next signing, and send it in for that. So we've got Griffey game used jersey 1998. Soon to have an autograph, hopefully. Speaking of Griffey autographs, next up, we've got the 1989 Fleer Glossy. And so Fleer Glossy was, I think, somewhat of a take on the Topps Tiffany, but Fleer, interestingly, may have done a slightly better job and similar idea. On the back, it's really actually easy to tell that this is one of the glossies. You could obviously tell when you look at the front of the card because it'll be super glossy, unlike just the kind of flat, I guess, matte finish of the regular 89 Fleer. But this is one of Griffey's rookie cards. It's the glossy version. It was autographed. Comes in the spec flip, which you know that I like. The autograph just graded authentic, and the card obviously not graded either. But this was, I got it for less than what I felt like I could put it together. I've always liked this card. The card's a little bit off center, which I'm sure is why they didn't grade the card. And then on the autograph, there's just an ever slight little, it's not a skip, but the pen gets a little bit light kind of at the top of the Y there that you could see. And so I'm sure that whoever had this thought that it wouldn't 10. And so they just left it as a spec flip authentic. That's actually how I think it should be done too. For modern cards like this, if it's not going to grade high, I personally don't find any benefit to putting like a 9 auto on a 7 card. I think that this looks better, but got a pretty good deal on it. So happy to add another Griffey autograph rookie card to the collection. Next up, we've got a couple of Mike Trout cards. Here we got the 2018 Topps Heritage Action. This is a sort of sub-series of Trouts that I'm collecting. I already had a 2018, but when I see the PSA 10s, I always bid on them. Sometimes I'll luck into a decent deal. This one I'll probably put out for sale or look to trade for one of the others that I don't have yet. But 2018 Topps Heritage Trout Action variation. Next up, I'm super happy with this card. I had one of these, and this is the 2013 Topps Chrome Connection die cut. So there we go. Get a little bit of refractor to it there. This is a card that I had recently in a BGS 9.5 slab, and I traded it at the last show in Dallas in one of the deals that I was doing. Or may have sold it, I can't remember, but I did move it in Dallas. But it was a BGS 9.5. This one popped up on eBay. I really like this card. I don't normally go for die cuts, but in this particular instance, I felt like the combo of being kind of I guess a third year card. His rookies were 2011, this is 2013. I do love refractors, as people know, but just the amount of die cut on this card makes these prohibitively difficult in PSA 10. And so as really just sort of a unique, I love Topps Chrome and just felt like for the price that I was paying and the value that I was getting on this was a pretty decent sort of mid to long term hold. Obviously, Trout's cards have been down a bit lately because he's been hurt, not playing. I don't believe they're going to make the playoffs again, but still, I keep my eye out for cool looking Trout stuff that I think is unique. I've never had trouble selling or certainly trading cards like this. So when I can pick them up, I do. So 2013 Topps Chrome, Chrome Connection die cut refractor Mike Trout. And I don't believe these are numbered. No, it doesn't look like they are. All right, next up, let's do this guy, and then we'll move into autograph world. So another kind of PC item for me, Alex Bregman. I do like the Heritage Black and Gold refractors, and so this one is the 2023, I guess. They're numbered out of 74. Sorry, I had an alarm go off because I need to bid, so I'll continue this while I'm bidding. The black and gold refractors, they're numbered. I like to pick these up with just some of my, PC guys. So like Altuve, Bregman are two that I do. Correa, I will probably be doing soon, maybe. But I just think they're kind of fun cards. You don't see them very often. And yeah, so if you got a favorite player, maybe check those out. All right, next up, we've got a couple of autographs. So on these, I do some various searches to just see what's sort of in PSA DNA holders. And a lot of times I'm just, obviously Sign and Slab is kind of known for autographed cards, autographed rookie cards too. Even though I sort of want to be known for all of it, and people who know me know that I collect all of it, but particularly cards that are Sign and Slab. And so on these, they were so cheap. I was just like, this is a no-brainer. So first up, we've got 1989 Score Rising Stars Craig Biggio autograph, and signed in kind of that funky blue paint pen. And autograph 10, card's just authentic. I didn't like stare at it, but I'm sure it's a little bit off center. Now on these two, this one had the TriStar sticker on back, which doesn't. I don't hate that. I don't usually do it with my cards, but a lot of people will do it, especially to the send-in signings before they're going to send something in to get slabbed at PSA or Beckett, whatever. But I just thought this was a cool card. Biggio's hometown hero for me, and so I think that these were actually inserts in like the Score rack packs or something. I'm pretty sure there was a retail element to these. I don't remember these being inserted in like the wax boxes. They came some other way, and I think, or maybe it was like a Rising Star set, something like that. I can't remember. I'll have to look them up. But anyway, was super happy to get this. Got this out of PWCC. The way I know that is the PWCC cards always have that vault sticker on the back. But Craig Biggio autograph. Next up, then we've got the 1987 Donruss highlights Mark McGwire, signed in similar sort of pen. Also had the JSA sticker on the back. Came out of a PWCC auction. But again, just thought this was cool. The autograph was a 10. I know how much McGwire costs at the signings to get done, and I was able to buy this autographed and slabbed up for way, way less than what it would have cost me to do that otherwise. So again, this is more of kind of a value type thing that I'll buy from time to time. All right, next up, we're going to move over into the entertainment space. So this is one that I found. I was actually bidding on a different card when I ran across this, but for me there was a little bit of nostalgia in it because I remember like watching the show. So here we have a 2002 Inkworks, the show Alias, and people that are my age at least will know Alias was really kind of the takeoff, I think, for Jennifer Garner's career. But the guy that was also on it was Bradley Cooper. So I was actually bidding on a Bradley Cooper card initially to try and win when I saw this seller also had this. And so started doing a little bit of research on the pop reports. The card's a PSA 8. There's no grade to the autograph. Um, I this is like this maybe the second highest graded in the pop report. I know people will tell you a lot of times, especially on some of this kind of stuff, that like the pop report's not necessarily as important. I I could go either way with that. I actually think finding the cards that are sort of at the top of those pop reports can be a way to get a little bit of extra value when you buy something. Obviously the raw cards sell for X amount of dollars. You can find them, and out of these old Inkworks, I don't from what I can tell in the pop reports too, I just don't think they grade very well. I'm not sure that the packs were necessarily put together super well. And look, they're old, right? This is a 2002 card. Um, but these are pretty rare, and so it was one that I didn't have it. I'd like to get the Bradley Cooper to go with this. That's something I'll be keeping my eye on. But yeah, Jennifer Garner, Alias, 2002 Inkworks. All right, last but not least, here we've got a June Carter autograph cut, slabbed up by BAS. June Carter was a country singer and ultimately was married to Johnny Cash. So more of you may know her as June Carter Cash. Uh, and which was featured the movie not long ago. I think it's called Walk the Line with Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon played June Carter. So I just saw this as a random auction that I ran across, but I remembered that I actually had a cut of Johnny Cash to go with it. And so I buy these things from time to time, just thinking of like little pieces I could put together eventually. I remembered I had the Johnny Cash and so when I saw the June Carter, it just sort of made sense to me. And I remembered that so I also had one. I have one signed by both, slabbed up. I just think these things look really nice if you put the right display piece together. So and this one was cool because this is an old one that I've had for a while, but it had the BAS and it had JSA authentication. So anyway, that's my mail day. Check back again. I'm going to try to do these more frequently so you can sort of see what I'm buying. I'll talk a little bit about why I bought them. And otherwise, hope you enjoy your collecting. If you like this stuff, please hit subscribe, hit the like buttons, do whatever it is you're supposed to do, share it with your friends, and I will see you again soon. Thanks.